she introduced her fast play therapy, and I thought, wow, this is the most amazing thing that has happened for me. And she's such a nice person,
Oh my
Janet.
goodness.
Yeah, the fast play. Yeah. So since then, I had, during my learning with her, I had to buy my doll. That's my doll. And she goes for therapy with me every time I go for infant therapy. What I do, I invite mothers, because I live quite some distance from the main road.
Okay.
So I live in an estate, so I invite the mothers to come to my house. And then we practice play therapy there. Sometimes I go to their house, sometimes they come to my house, and we practice play therapy.
And there she is. Oh.
That was fun.
That was fun. Mommy enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. You were right behind the curtains. That's where you were. Hi, Merab. Thank you so much for being part of our third annual Innovative Child Therapy Symposium. I first met you over a year ago in our Mindful Chocolate activity, and I see the beautiful work that you're doing through your pictures that you post on Facebook. And I know you've done some work with, you collaborated with Dr. Janet Courtney and Jamie Lynn Langley. So I'm just looking forward to meeting you and hearing about what it's like to be you over there and all the stuff you're doing. Could you tell us about just who you are and what you do?
Well, first of all, I'm a teacher. Yeah. That's my first job. I've been teaching for the last, how many years? 35 years. As a school teacher, I teach in the elementary school. But alongside that, in between, I started work as a counselor about 10 years after I started, I started teaching. So I've been working alongside teaching and using my counseling skills as a teacher. And at the same time, I'm counseling. But as a counselor working with children, I started that about 23 years ago. That's when I started working as a child counselor. But all along, I've been with children. I'm the firstborn in my family. Yeah. And in Africa, when you're a firstborn, you take care of everybody. You take care of all the children.
Like a nurturer.
So I have 6 siblings. And I am the firstborn, so I went through helping them all the time. And as I kept on doing that, then at some point, then I became a teacher. I started working at a very young age. So when I became a teacher, then I was with children again.
Yeah.
And then one of my, at the same time, I started doing my counseling work that's about 30 years ago as well. And when I did that, then of course I was working in a school setting, and it only became necessary to work with the children as well. So at one time in my school, I had children from Canada, the US, Australia. In my school, there were children of Somali origin, but Canadian citizens and American citizens. So when I did my MA research, I worked with these children because they were coming from a different system of education and coming into our own system of education. So I did my research working with them. And then I got to realize I could work more with children because they got quite close to me at the time. And I thought, why can't I start working with children? So I had the college where I went to for my MA, they were in collaboration with University of Manchester.
Okay.
So one of the tutors from the university came over to start teaching on play therapy. And so that was my first contact with play therapy. That's in 2004.
Oh,
so
okay.
after,
Wow.
yes. So there was a cohort of students, about 26 students, and Kathy Hunt, that tutor was Dr. Robson, Maggie Robson.
Okay.
At the time she was here. Then Kathy Hunt accompanied her, and they trained a cohort of us in play therapy. And that was very interesting. Yeah. Then one of the amazing things that happened to me was that when they came to train the second cohort of students, my employer, where I worked as a counselor, asked me to be part of the trainers in working together with Robson and Kathy Hunt.
Oh, so
that was
so you were right side by side with them.
Side by side. And that was amazing experience, just because in the evenings we'd sit together at the hotel and I would learn so much from them.
Yes.
So I just found myself getting interested in play therapy. Then a few years later, there was somebody from South Africa who also came, and her training was quite intensive. And she was working with filial therapy and intensive play therapy. And she was working with sand tray work.
Yeah.
And just her skills in being able to identify what was happening in a situation, that was amazing. Yeah. And that's ignited my need to really want to get more into play therapy. And then one time, I think it was just happening coincidentally, a few years later, I meet Gloria Simonis. She's an American Fulbright scholar.
Okay.
And I met her at a meeting of school, like a school meeting.
Oh, okay. Right there at the school.
She hadn't been invited. And then as she talked, I just could sense this is a play therapist, a play counselor. Yeah. So I just became brave enough, and in the middle of the session, I went to talk to her. And it turns out she even knew Carl Rogers' daughter. That was her friend.
Wow, Carl Rogers' daughter. Said, wow.
And then I told her, I know, I'll take you to my college where I trained, and I'd like you to meet the director of the college. And she was kind enough to come with me. It wasn't too far from where we were. So I took her there. She met the director. And you know what? She started training more counselors in expressive art therapy. She's an expressive art therapist.
Oh, okay.
And that was yes. And then come the COVID time, then I met Janet Courtney.
Yes.
Somehow I was looking through the internet, I think, and then Janet is an amazing person.
She is.
And we just clicked. We just clicked.
I love the thought of being connected with Janet.
That's how I got to Janet. And then in between, before meeting Janet and having trainings with Gloria, I was assigned duties by my college again to train some military staff. I know you have got something to do with the military as well, I think.
Yes, I served 4 years in the U.S. Army.
Wow. So anyway, they gave me an opportunity to train some defense, some army people.
Oh, okay.
And that was amazing because they were high ranked and they could, they went down below just for us to play with them on the floor.
Oh.
And that was one of the most interesting times I had as a play therapist. Then over the years now, my employer again with the counseling, because I do two jobs. I'm the school teacher in the week, and in the weekend, I'm a counselor.
Oh,
so
you're busy.
So he assigned me to be the lead play therapist at a place where the AON Minet is an international organization. So they were assigned to work with this organization. So I'm kind of the lead play therapist right now at the center. And I meet many children. And of course, when I met Janet, I learned a little bit about child therapy, infant therapy, but it was more with Viola's way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Yes, Viola Brody's way of looking at things. So now when I met Janet, then she introduced her fast play therapy. And I thought, wow, this is the most amazing thing that has happened for me. And she's such a nice person.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the fast play. Yeah. So since then, I had, during my learning with her, I had to buy my doll. That's my doll. And she goes for therapy with me every time I go for infant therapy. What I do, I invite mothers, because I live quite some distance from the main road.
Okay.
So I live in an estate, so I invite the mothers to come to my house. And then we practice play therapy there. Sometimes I go to their house, sometimes they come to my house, and we practice play therapy, infant mental health, infant therapy, actually. And I've also, there's something I sent to Janet on the Facebook. Maybe you can also pick it up later as part of my work. I'll send you some more pictures on what I've done with the infant therapy world. And I think I'm going more into this, presenting infant therapy as the way to go for a lot of mothers, because lifestyles have changed and people are not like they used to be. Before, we used to have our grandparents, our aunties to take care of and to teach us about how to take care of children. But now with people's lifestyle, everybody's busy. No one is taking care of the other. So people have to go back to their roots so that they're able to see that infant play therapy is something that is necessary. So in
early intervention.
Yeah. So in one of my presentations, which I sent to Janet, and we were able to listen to it during our supervision lesson, I had organized a week of presentation on awareness of infant mental health.
Yeah.
So what happened? Only one person came. Then as we were waiting for them, some mothers came in. So I grabbed that opportunity, and they were in Kenya, we have about over 40 communities, tribes.
Oh my
goodness. Call them tribes. Over 40. So I grabbed that opportunity, and because they were coming from, at that time, 4 different communities, I asked them to sing the lullabies that they sing in their communities. So I hope I'll get that that episode and send it to you so that you can listen to what they were singing. And as I learned from Janet and even from reading now, children they are made to, they sort of have a DNA for learning about, for learning lullabies. And
Yeah.
so immediately they hear a lullaby, then the beats just go like that. So I think that is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
So
sing song, that togetherness, that attunement that can come up with the singing the
yes.
lullabies together. Oh, I love that.
So
Janet talks about that on her TED Talk too. I'll link below this video to so people can see it.
yes. And what else did I do? Immediately I started learning about infant mental health. I made a presentation to one of my clients who came for therapy for her for a 4-year-old daughter. I mentioned to her about infant mental health and infant therapy, and she said, "What is that?" So I took the opportunity to explain to her what it is, and then she says, "You know what, Merab? I have a show where you can present this information to the audience." And I said, "What?" And so I took that opportunity and I presented. And what happened well was that I invited the chairman of the counseling association in Kenya.
Yeah.
Because he's my boss as well.
Oh.
And he came with his comments. And then I asked my colleagues, some of my old students, to also come in and join. And some of my own colleagues at the counseling work also came. And I felt so encouraged that they were there because they were able to make their comments and see how important infant mental health is. And then we just had Association of Play Therapists Kenya launched last year in May.
Oh, wow. Okay. Congratulations.
Yes. And so what happened?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So what happened is I was given an opportunity again to I remember the words of Florence Mweni, the chairperson of the association, saying,
I know Florence.
In 100 years, she is your friend, I think.
Yes, yes, I know Florence. I know you and Florence. Yes.
Yes. So she is the chairperson of the Association of Play Therapists. So she says, when history will be told, you will be the first person to have spoken about infant mental health.
Oh.
Because we were able, I did, I think it was almost a 2-hour session on infant mental health.
Yeah.
That was very, very encouraging.
That's life-changing. Yeah. I think about like being able to help heal the infant. It changes the trajectory of their whole life. And you're teaching all these people around you, and you're just changing generations to come. What beautiful work. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So what happened, because as part of working with what I needed to get my certification, I've been working with mothers in my estate. We have set up a WhatsApp group.
Oh, okay.
Where anybody who I work with, I put in that WhatsApp group. And then if there's anything, I pass on the messages. They also give the messages. During my lesson with Janet, I had in the live lab, one of my friends who lives with me in the estate join in the session.
Oh, lovely.
And then later on, she had a preemie child. So
Oh,
later on, she was able to meet Chelsea Johnson,
okay.
and she's been joining the sessions for that. But the
Oh,
little boy is now grown up.
oh, okay. How old is he now?
He's about slightly over a year now.
Okay. He's still little.
And Sarah, the mother of the baby, says this is her best child
Oh,
because she has two. She has one who is 4 years old, and this one is about 1 year, going into half a year more. And she says the way she brought up Precious, her first baby,
yeah.
is different from how she's brought up Praise, who is her
Oh,
second
okay.
baby.
Oh, there was a
Yes.
difference, a change. Do you think it's because of that early mental health when, when he was real little? Oh,
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So now
different.
the boy sees me and says, "Mommy, I can see you." Or and they live with the grandma, and the grandmother really dotes on him as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So lots of love, and you taught them how to interact with him in a way that can really support like his autonomic nervous system, especially premature birth. There's, some extra challenges that can occur, but it can be healed. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we got Praise at just the right time because Praise was then about 5 months old.
Hmm.
So that was just about the right time for this. And it has really changed the way that Sarah takes care of her son.
Oh,
She tells me that because of the way she talks to Praise, the son, she feels calm,
oh,
she feels less stressed,
oh.
and that is amazing, very
So
amazing.
she can be more of
Yeah.
an external regulator as she's regulated herself to be there
Yes.
and to support her child's regulation. They're co-regulating together, and he's a year old now. Oh, I love it. The
Yes.
work that you're doing is like fascinating. Now, I know some of the pictures that you posted were of children like playing with the earth. And can you
Yes.
talk a little bit
Yes.
about that? That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. What happens is, I think as I was growing up, I grew up in an area which was very much forested. Actually, I grew up in an area which was called the forest road. So
Okay.
behind the forest road, there was a park. So my parents, we grew up in the city of Nairobi, that is the capital of Kenya.
Uh-huh.
So my parents would take me to the forest, to the park, a lot of times because we live near the park. And
Mhm.
I think as I grew up, I've loved nature
Yes.
all the time. I love nature.
You have a lot in common with
So,
Janet Courtney, with Dr. Courtney. You love little babies and nature, both of you guys.
yes,
So when you were little, you
yeah,
loved nature even.
yeah. When I was growing up, I grew around nature. I I I keep my dog sometimes in the house and my cat. I don't have a problem with that. It's not a common thing in Africa to keep animals in the house, but because I love animals, I love nature,
Uh-huh.
I love things earthy. So that created that love for that. So I try as much as possible to impart the same love
Oh,
for nature, the same love for earthy things. Um, I'll just take my phone and show you my garden. Just it's a bit shabby right now because I've been away. Actually, I went to the coast. I've just come from the coast. I think I mentioned that, and
hmm.
this was fun. But I'll walk. It's still light, so I'll show you my garden.
Okay. I would love to
Even
see
as we
it.
talk,
Okay.
and then you can see how it looks.
Oh, goodness.
So let me just show you. That's part of my love for nature. These flowers have just blossomed. You can see them.
Oh, Merab, that's beautiful there. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
these
such
flowers
beautiful
have
color
just
too.
blossomed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then this is natural stone, what I'm showing you now, this
Oh,
natural
wow.
stone.
Okay, so
We
that's
call it,
natural stone. You built your house with that. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
called mazeras. And then I also have a rose flower, but it's just died off, but that's my rose.
Oh,
And
that's
some
beautiful.
flowers here.
Oh, that's like a
Yeah,
sanctuary.
okay. And then I have a little garden where I sit sometimes and I just enjoy myself sitting out here.
Mm.
That's the daisy. Yeah.
Oh, that is so
And
beautiful. The color.
I have a seat where I can sit and listen to you. Yeah. So
Oh,
I welcome you to my garden.
oh my goodness. Mary, we're sitting in your garden together. This is so beautiful.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So what I do sometimes as part of encouraging the children, I bring them here. We have tea together, and then I teach them the importance of nature, because
mhm.
sometimes I've put a place where the birds can come and drink some water as
Yes.
well.
Hmm.
It's covered right now, so but sometimes I bring them here and I put some seeds for them to eat.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Now, do you ever bring like the mothers and the babies there as well, like in the garden? Do you ever meet outside? Oh, so you integrate
Yes,
the
yes,
nature in with the infant, the parent-child
yes,
mental health. Wow,
that's right.
girl,
That's right.
that's
Yeah. So
beautiful.
basically, when some of the pictures you saw recently, I had taken the children for we were having a lesson in natural resources. I'm back in the house. So I was having a session on natural resources. And so I told them, let's go out and look at our natural resources. And so we went to we have a wetland, then we have forest land. It's not really forest because I live in a desert. Huh? I live in a desert area, but it's for me, I'm trying to make it green so that
Okay.
the children can come.
Yes,
And
beautiful.
now one of the things I'm doing, I'm creating a green area at the back of my house so that I can have children come and read, children come and play, children come and eat. And what came to me recently also was that the older generation, the older people can also come and join in with the younger children. And maybe because I live in an estate where there are a lot of old people as well. So they can come and comb the hair of the older people. They can do their nails. They can, and one old lady has accepted to come and be telling stories to the children who come.
Oh my goodness, that's
So
beautiful, like social engagement amongst the generations.
yes, that's right. There's something interesting right now I'd like to show you.
Yes.
My cat and my dog are friends, and they
Oh,
are sitting here. You can see them together.
they're co-regulating. They're oh my goodness. Oh, I love it.
So
So,
they are good friends. Every morning when they wake up, they want to hold each other.
oh, that's co-regulation
Yeah.
at its best. I
So
love animals. You love animals too. We have that in common.
yes.
Hey,
So my work, yeah, okay.
oh, I'm sorry I interrupted you. You go. I was going to ask you, as far as your location, I didn't realize you were so close to Florence. And Florence was talking about like there's a lot of specific animals there. Like she does this baby hippo meditation. That's amazing. Do you get to see animals like that
Yes.
around you? Oh my goodness. Really?
Oh, yeah. I live in an area where, because I said I live in the outskirts of Nairobi, so I live in an area where the most traditional Kenyans live. You must have heard of the Maasai community.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So that's where I live. I live in their homeland. That's not my original home. My
Okay.
original home is in Victoria.
Okay. Okay.
But so I teach Maasai children,
Okay.
and some of my mothers are Maasai mothers. They're mothers from the Maasai community.
Okay.
And so that makes it even better, because you're able to realize the cultures are different. Each community has a different culture. And in my work with Janet, I've been able to go out and just find out about, for example, when you're using oil, the kind of oil that is used by the Maasai. They are traditionally pastoralists, so they use a lot of cow oil to oil their babies. And the Maasai children are some of the most beautiful babies in the world, because they have beautiful skin. They have, yes, that's right. They have beautiful skin. Yeah, so
Think about like oil in
there's
your baby and all that, like with touch. And Dr. Courtney's so knowledgeable about like the neuroscience that goes with affective touch and cow oil.
yes.
Do you have you? Well, I'm thinking I never even heard of cow oil before. Do you use it, or is it specific for that area?
It's, well, other communities also use it. I was brought up in the city, so I'm more of the city girl, but I love nature. And so that helps me to just come into contact with nature in that sense. Because despite the fact that I grew up in the city, I love a lot of things natural. And a few weeks ago, I don't know if you've seen this particular work which I sent on the Facebook, of children dancing.
Yes, the children
Because
dancing.
yeah, we had a cultural day in the school, because the new system of education is now encouraging children to be as practical as possible.
Oh, okay.
So those are some of the things. In fact, I have done some, I got some children to make different items. Maybe I'll just ask my niece to bring some. Shaki,
Yes.
bring some of the children have made. And this become their toys. They use this all the time.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
their toys.
And if you look up my wall, yeah. If you look up my wall,
up
if you
there.
can see it, it's very cultural.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
See that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And those are handmade? Wow.
Yeah.
Butterflies and
so this, can you see this one?
yes, I see that one. Mm-hmm.
This is an ostrich feather.
Okay. Ostrich feather.
That's an ostrich feather.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Sorry, what? Okay, hey. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yep. And guess what, Merab? I have a surprise.
You have a surprise. Okay, yes. Let me see the surprise.
It's Dr. Courtney. She's on the call.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Hello, Darren.
Oh, hi. How are you? Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful. And I know
surprise.
Enjoying getting to know you I'm getting to know you, and it's just Jackie. I have learned so much from her that I'm going to Kenya. I'm going.
Yeah,
Oh my
you
goodness.
have to.
Yes, yes, we're going, and we're putting something together, and I'm very excited about it. Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
Yeah, so not this year, but next year.
yeah. So I was just showing Jackie. This is something that you can use for different purposes. It's made of ostrich feather.
Beautiful.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ostrich feathers. This one.
Beautiful. So
Yeah.
can we see the holder part of it? That there's the feathers.
Yes.
Oh my
Gosh,
gosh.
It's made
hold
of
on, Merab. I'm going to
beads.
pin you just real quick. I want to keep that at the so we can get a close look. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
pretty.
And this is a feather for the black for the male ostrich. For the male ostrich.
For the
Yeah.
male,
For
the guy.
the female ostrich, it's like friends. Shaki, where's the other one? There. For the female ostrich, it's lighter.
Mhm.
It's lighter. This is for the female ostrich.
Oh,
That's so pretty.
beautiful.
So if you put
Can we see the holder
the
on
two
that
of
one?
them together, it's exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
It's
Where they
exactly
wrap it around.
That's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
They've wrapped around they've wrapped around the beads. This is beaded. It's beaded.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
And then I'd like to show you the egg of an ostrich.
Okay.
That's the egg of the ostrich.
Wow. That's
Oh,
huge.
Wow.
And
I
it's-
like-
Yes, it's huge. It can be a family meal.
yeah. Oh, just one egg.
Yes. Just one egg. If you have 3 children, they can have their supper.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Like just
Yes.
one egg.
But and then some things that the kids have just recently made
Oh, that's
after I told them. So this is a car, and can you see that? So they're able to ride it like that.
oh, okay. Your home is beautiful. Tina.
So that's their toy. They made this,
And that's what they play with, huh?
and that's what they play with. That's right. Yeah, that's what they play with.
Love it,
And
Merab.
then for the cultural dance, they made this.
Ooh.
This is a headdress.
Okay.
So you put it on your head.
Yeah.
Shaki is my niece. She will put it on her head, and then you'll see her.
Okay.
Ah.
Shaki, do it. Janet has met my niece. She can be naughty. Come on, Shaki, do it.
It's okay. It's okay. If she doesn't want to, it's all right. No worry.
Yes, she is. Here she is.
Oh,
Can you see her?
Beautiful. Thank you so much. We so honor you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, so
beautiful.
yeah. Mhm. So I teach a lot of that to the children. So when we are having a lesson on crafts, then I ask them, I bring them to my house and I show them what art is all about. And then some of them now are getting more and more used to doing things with their hands. There's a little boy who does some stonework.
Oh.
He just we go to the river, we collect the stones, and then he etches it out and makes eyes and people and faces. And that's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Sounds like
amazing,
beautiful
yeah.
miniatures. And Dr.
Yes.
Courtney, Merab was saying like all the amazing stuff that she's learned from you, and she showed us the garden where she meets with the mothers and their babies.
Isn't she amazing? I mean, I'm just so thrilled to the bottom of my heart how she's taking this work and bringing it to the families that, that you have contact with. And, I'm learning a lot from Merab about all the different cultural type of I mean, how many like different languages, like 40 different languages just in Kenya, right?
Yes. I
Yeah.
want to show you what I've done with stones I
Okay.
picked from the river. So,
Oh.
can you see me?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Almost. It froze up on the. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my goodness, it's beautiful.
So I collected some stones from the river, and then I had somebody put them on the wall.
Okay. Oh my goodness, that
So,
is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I think about you and Janet. What a nice pair. The nature and the babies, and the mothers. Oh,
Oh,
that's beautiful. That is so
oh.
pretty. Oh
yes,
my goodness.
Yeah, what a lovely place of healing, you know, like a sanctuary that you've created for the mothers and the babies that come. You to bring them to your garden, and that you get to
yes,
share that with us. How
yeah,
beautiful.
What a beautiful connection
yes,
between that parent-child and the nature together. That's like
yes.
if I were to do like an image that matched Janet Courtney, that would be
And I love Janet Courtney
I
to
do
the
too.
bottom of my, yeah, I do,
Oh,
I do, I do, yeah.
mm.
I wish you all the best every time. And when I think of you, sometimes I feel teary just thinking about you in a
Oh.
nice way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have a deep, beautiful connection, and it's growing, and I love the collaboration and all the beautiful things that we can do
Yeah.
together.
Mm, mm.
Oh, and I feel the same way for you, Merab.
Merab, I think we might have lost you. Can you still hear us? Well, we're almost out of time, but whatever links that Merab provides to us, and certainly we'll have links to the first play therapy training and nature-based books and anything that seems to fit at all with this beautiful conversation meeting Merab in Kenya, Africa. And Dr. Courtney, thank you so much for being here and being a surprise on last minute notice.
And thank you for the invitation. I am so thrilled. This is perfect.
Yeah, I sent you a Facebook message like, can you come right now? And I didn't have time to type it out. All right, Merab, if you can hear us, we love you and thank you. Catch you later. Oh, she just popped off. All right, Dr. Courtney, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, sir, for the invitation. What a lot of fun.
Anytime. And there she is. Oh.
That was fun.
That was fun. Mommy enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. You were right behind the curtains. That's